Hello, I'm Eden. I'm currently in Madrid, Spain. We're staying here for 5 days and then we are going to Turkey, which I'm really excited about. In Madrid, there are a lot of bookstores that I wanted to visit, as well as in Istanbul. And I wanted to get it on video because for a while I wanted to go back to making videos. It's genuinely something that makes me really happy. And I think this is one of the things I enjoy most about being abroad, that is visiting bookstores and coffee shops. And I wanted to have it all in one video. I don't think I'll get to talk much because I'm with my parents and my sisters. Now I had to stay in the apartment because I was feeling sick, but I'm already feeling better and I will be joining them very soon. So there probably won't be much talking, just whenever I get to have some time in the apartment, and I don't want to disturb my parents with my talking. This is my first time in Madrid. I came here in 2022 and I visited some beautiful bookshops, and I got last night at the Telegraph Club, The Idiot, and The Letters of Vida Sackville West and Virginia Woolf. This year, I know I want to buy Demon Copperhead. It's a bit heavy, so I might get it when we come back to Madrid for one last night after going to Istanbul, Malaga, Granada, and Valencia, because I can't have more than 8 kilos in my bag for our Istanbul flight. If the book is too heavy, I can't buy it just now. I also wanted to get an Emily Austen book. Maybe Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead, because that's the type of thoughts that go in my head every once in a while. My partner loves Emily Austen, so I thought, why not? I've been wanting to read Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead for a while now. I definitely want to buy Oranges Aren't the Only Fruit, I think it's called, because I've been wanting to read more about the experience of queer religious people because of things that I want to include in my own writing, and that one certainly sounded really beautiful. I want to film this now because I might go past one of the bookstores that I wanted to go to that I can't visit when I go to the other ones because it's a bit further away from those. This is, I think, Desperate Literatures. It's in the neighborhood La Latina, I'm pretty sure, and that's where I'm meeting my family, and I think we're gonna have lunch there, and I'm going to film some of that, maybe. I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, I'm back. This time I have a band-aid. I think our mission was successful today. I was on my way to the Desperate Literatures bookshop and I came across one that is called La Central, it was great because it was only a few blocks away from my apartment. So it will come in handy for what I'm about to tell you. I went to La Central and it was great. It had a great collection. It had a mix of classics and contemporary. And there I found one of the books I've been looking for, which is Demon Copperhead. The thing is, it was so fucking heavy that there was just no way I would have been able to take it with me to Istanbul. So I asked if they could put it aside for me, and when I come back before my flight to Buenos Aires, I would pay for it. They were really, really nice. They looked a bit confused, but it was great. And I also got a pin, which was God, it was too fucking expensive. Okay, I got this pin, which is The Catcher in the Rye. I love it. It was 12 euros. That's like a paperback that you can hold and read, but it was just too pretty. And The Catcher in the Rye, I love that book. The other option was Jane Eyre, but I think the cover, I told my friend, it was giving more Mrs. Dalloway than Jane Eyre. It was just really odd. And The Catcher in the Rye is one of the first books I worked with at university, so it's quite meaningful to me. And yeah, phony. So then I kept going and I went to Desperate Literatures, and it was really nice. I think they had the same amount of books as La Central. There were a lot of books I didn't know, and there were a lot of books that I had to download when I had to read them for uni because we didn't have it in Buenos Aires. So it was a good collection. I asked them if they had oranges are not the only fruit, and they didn't, which is so sad. But they told me that they would be getting more stock and probably that book, because they always have it, next week. And today is Sunday. Catch me there tomorrow, Monday. That's next week. I mean, I told her I was leaving on the 5th, and she said that would be fine, that I should come by. So maybe, I really hope it's there because it's quite short. It's like 150 pages. So I think it would be great to read during this vacation. But also, I really want to get Wilder Girls. I can't remember the author. I'm usually really good with authors. I don't know what's going on. But I want to get Wilder Girls. But I didn't ask for that one. I don't know why. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna get to do my little bookstores tour, which I'm so excited about. I have like 5 bookstores I want to visit. I will leave the names for every single one if you want me to, if someone's watching. Yikes. But yeah, hopefully I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll try to get oranges. Orange is not the only fruit. I gotta learn the title. I don't know if I'll get to do a sort of intro, but hopefully we'll do that. Yeah. That's it, I think. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Hello. It's Monday, and we are already not off to a great start. My anxiety is acting up. I was gonna go to a nearby town with my parents, but I had to stay in because anxiety. I feel really rushed and dissociated, kind of need to take a step back. I'm really overwhelmed. For those who don't know me, I have anxiety, and it starts acting up in trips. I'm a person who needs space and time, can't do things in a rush because I will get overwhelmed, and that's what's happening now. So I had to stay in the apartment. I had a moment of crying, not an anxiety attack. I was just finding it hard to keep my breath steady. And it sucks because I really wanted to enjoy my time here, but there's a lot of people during the holidays, and I don't know, I feel really disconnected. So today's a tough one. I'm just gonna take things easy. I'll stay in for a bit, and then I'll go around some bookshops. I'm just gonna have the morning to myself, and then I know in the afternoon we're going to go to El Barrio de las Letras, which is the letters neighborhood. I don't know. Look it up. I do have to get some clothes because you'll see I'm wearing something really similar to what I was wearing yesterday. I got some corduroy pants from Uniqlo. Those are my sleepers. Some corduroy pants, which I love. They are brown. This is the same shirt I was wearing yesterday. I just had the Met shirt over it. And I am going to wear the same sweater as yesterday. Anyway, sorry for the downer, but you know, that's how it is. That's how we do it here. It's just been a bit hectic and crazy. But it's gonna be okay. Is it a bummer? Yeah, it kinda sucks. I wish I could handle things easier, but I can't. I'm not normal about anything ever. So yeah, let's go.
I got pizza, which is probably a really bad idea, considering I've been feeling sick every single day since the plane took off. But whatever, you know? Okay, so obviously my stomach hurts because I'm fucking stupid and dumb, but I have to go to a stationery store that closes in like half an hour, and I have 10 minutes, a 10-minute walk. I'm gonna bring my coat bag, my very Buenos Aires tote bag, money for bucks. I don't know how much I should bring because I know I should control myself. It's just in case. I hope I don't spend too much, but at the same time, I hope I do. So first I'm going to go to the stationery store because it closes soon. I'm also taking a notebook in case I go in a coffee store. I want to do some journaling, even though that's dangerous. That's a dangerous thing to do in public as a person who thinks a lot. And yeah, just to get some writing done. And also because every time I travel, I get these postcards for my partner, and I write about what I've been doing, even though I've been telling her everything through chat. I think it's a nice way. It's a nice souvenir, right? Let's go.
Holy shit, I'm tired. I'm done. I went to Mogami, I think it was called. I can't remember. I didn't get anything. It was a bit pricey. I mean, I don't know. It was good quality. And then I went to my favorite bookshop here because it has a huge collection. Like every book you can think of, except the one I wanted, which was Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. I'm hoping I will get Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit maybe tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. I told the bookseller that I would be here until the 5th. I'm not gonna be here until the 5th. I'm gonna be here until the 1st. I don't know. I'm gonna try tomorrow. I'm guessing on the 31st it's gonna be closed.
I don't know. I really need that book. There's always this one book that I want, and they never have it. I remember the last trip, I was looking for Nausea. Just a classic. And no one had it. Anyway, but I did get books. I got Wilder Girls by Rory Power. If you showed me this book cover today and I had never seen it before, I would say it's AI. This looks like AI, but it's not because it's been the same cover for years. This was published in 2019. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is sapphic. If it's not, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But the synopsis says it started slow. First, the teachers died one by one. Then the talks began to infect the students, turning their bodies strange and foreign. Now cut off from the rest of the world and left to fend for themselves on their island home, the girls of the Raxter school don't dare wander outside the surrounding fence to where the tox has made the woods wild and dangerous. But when Bayet goes missing, Hetty will do anything to find her, even if it means breaking quarantine and braving the horrors that lie beyond. And when she does, Hetty learns that there is more to their story, to their life at Raxter, than she could have ever thought true. Sick. Do you know we're closer to 2030 than 2020? Just a thought. Imagine publishing this before the pandemic. Crazy. Yeah, I'm really excited to read it. I had borrowed it once from a friend that said, I think you're gonna love this novel. And now I'm seeing why she thought that. It was around the time I was coming out as a lesbian. I still have yet to go to the Secret Kingdoms, which is the one that has really good prices. It sucks that it's the last one I'm probably going to, but it was just really far from all the other bookshops. And the other book that I got that you probably know, This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El Mohtar. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. And Max Gladstone. I heard this is also sapphic. Again, it better be, or I'm gonna be disappointed. Okay, see, I like this review. It says an intimate and lyrical tour of time, myth, and history with a captivating conversation between characters and authors. I know this book went viral because of one tweet that just said, I just read this book and you should too. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about. So props to them. Gonna read you a synopsis. Among the ashes of a dying world. Damn it. I don't know why I chose such apocalyptic novels. I'm just all in for the LGBT themes. Okay. Among the ashes of a dying world, an agent of the commandment finds a letter. It reads, Burn before reading. Red and Blue, two rival agents hell-bent on securing the best possible future for their warring factions, strike up an unlikely correspondence. But what started as a taunt, a battlefield boast, grows into something more, something epic and romantic, something that could change the past and the future. The discovery of their bond will mean their deaths. There's still a war going on, and someone has to win that war. That's how wars work, right? So, is this sapphic? I'm really interested in the part that says it's very lyrical. Like, there's another review that says lyrical and vivid and bittersweet. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to get Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. That's a wordy title. But I like it. I like it. Oh, shit. Also, this one was 1650, which, by the way, the last time I went to that bookstore in 2022, I wanted to get it, but I didn't have enough money, and this one I think was the
most expensive one out of the ones I wanted to buy. This is like full circle, and I'm really glad I got to buy it because it's been on my want to read for a long time. I'll update tomorrow and we'll see if I get the goddamn novel. If not, I'll try to get it in Istanbul, but I heard English books are quite pricey there, so I'd rather not. But I saw there are some really beautiful bookstores there and I will be going there. I think I'm doing better anxiety wise, which is good. But I still need to lay down for a bit, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a nap. Bye. I'm so happy. Oh my god. I'm so fucking happy. Holy shit. Hello, today is the 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's. Wish me luck. I'm really nervous. My anxiety has been testing me. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. Madrid has been really busy. There are a lot of crowds. But even though today was a long day, it was a successful one. Today we went to El Barrio de las Letras, and when I was checking my Google Maps, I noticed that we were really, really close to the bookshop The Secret Kingdoms, which is one of the bookstores that I really, really wanted to go to in 2023 when I first came here, but it was like kind of far from our apartment, and in this trip I wasn't very sure if I was going to be able to go there, but I was, and I am so happy that I got to go there because it is now my favorite bookstore in Madrid. It's not like something beautiful or anything. There was such a good energy there. The bookseller was British and he was the nicest man ever. I think they have a TikTok account and the bookseller does some voiceovers and I love them.
Hello, David here and welcome to Secret Kingdoms and one of the most interesting areas in the bookshop. Essays and ideas.
I had a really, really short conversation with him. It was just so beautiful. There was Christmas music playing, but it was like jazzy Christmas music. I told him I was looking for Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit. And God, you know that moment when you've told the bookseller the book you need and they go look for it and it's like dreadful. You're like, please, 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 you better have it because I really want to read it. And he did. And he had 2 editions and they were like, the prices were similar. I think one was 13 and the other 15. And he just showed them to me and he said, take your pick. I was over the moon. I don't know. I just walked in there and I had, like, I don't know, my heart was so full. It feels really weird to talk about a bookstore this way, but I think bookstores, libraries, they are places where I can slow down. You have to look at every single spine to find the book you want to read. So it kind of forces you to slow down because you have to read every single spine. And really, it's great because I've been feeling like I'm in such a rush lately. So yeah, it was just, I don't know, I walked in and it just had a great vibe and I wish I could have stayed there for hours, but I had to go. So I picked this edition. It was 11.25. I think the other one was 13, and this is the vintage books edition. I'm guessing it's Vintage is from Penguin, right? Yeah, Vintage Random House. This book is actually from 1985. It's sort of an autobiographical novel by Jeanette Winterson. This is the story of Jeanette, adopted and brought up by her mother as one of God's elect. Zealous and passionate, she seems destined for life as a missionary. But then she falls for one of her converts. At 16, Jeanette decides to leave the church, her mother, and her family for the young woman she loves. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit is a few days' ride into the bizarre outposts of religious excess and human obsession. I also got this tote bag. It is so beautiful. It says Secret Kingdoms. And it shows the shop sort of like a book. And it says English bookstore. I love it. And it's such good quality and it's huge. So it's great for the trip. I think this is where our video ends. So to wrap it up, I got This Is How You Lose a Time War, Wilder Girls, Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, and I will be buying Demon Copperhead when I come back.
Hello, future Eden here. Today's my last day in Europe. I'm in Madrid, and I got Demon Copperhead, and I also got Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton for my friend, who I think will love it. And I impulsively bought this €12 Virginia Woolf pin. Anyway, that's it. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope tomorrow goes well. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. It was certainly really fun to make it. I'm aware that I get really awkward when I try to film in public. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can like the video if you want. You can follow me on Instagram too. I post poetry there. Though I'm guessing if you're watching this, you already do. Thank you so much again if you got this far. I love you. Goodbye.
Vuelve a esa posición que estás antes.
Te escuché. Se duerme. Y se durmió. That's it.